What's good, YouTube? There's this play GBPCHF on 8/23 Wednesday. New York mitigation prime time, and I missed it. It was funny. I was watching this pair the whole time, setting alerts on areas that I was watching. And then once it made its move, I was like, that's not that clean. I'm just gonna wait. Takes off. And then all of a sudden later, I backtest it, and it was textbook, super clean. So how could I, after looking at that, I was like, well, obviously it was clean. At the moment, I was like, it's not clean. It was clean. So, me personally, I'm just trying to get better at like training my eye and just practicing overall. And if it's clean, your eyes got to be able to catch it instantly, and make a move, because markets like this are pretty fast, and the snipes got to be quick, got to be super quick. So yeah, let's see how. I kind of want to just go back and see how I could have, played this a little bit better and with a more calm demeanor, if anything. It was super clean the way it moved after. So let's go into it. So overall, it's pretty choppy, but this is an 8-hour time frame, so there's gonna be a bunch of moves in here, So as of right now, price right here coming into, this overall coming into a demand, discounted demand, structure down here that ended up, having a cause that had an effect of breaking these highs, ultimately tapping into more supply. So it's kind of just been ping ponging, right? So just seeing if I could catch a move down here. So it looks the same, right? The structure right here that has a cause that builds up to end up breaking this high right here. Taps into more supply, come down, see if we could get a buy opportunity down here. So there's a lot of demands down here that I do see, but there's only two valid ones I do see as well. This one that actually ends up breaking the high, and then this big one that is a discounted range of it. This one down here is sure a demand, but ultimately I would just like this move, wait for a lower time frame confirmation, because if this demand was strong enough, price wouldn't have to have done all this to break this high, right? Eat up all this liquidity, then this just counts as a weak demand zone. But either way, if I could get a lower time frame confirmation there, I'd play it. Overall, looking at this sell to buy action on the extreme leg. So yeah, and these are my key areas I do have marked up here. So as you can see here, price is really coming down pretty hard, and it's showing some signs of slowing down. Right here was a news release of, I think it was a Euro red folder news. So just seeing how price reacts, and live price, I had my alerts down here. Any break of these highs would kind of show me that the supply is getting invalidated and demand might be, showing signs of entering the market. So if it creates new lower highs, you just move my alerts down there, right? So let's go. So new low is created. I'm gonna put my alert down there, and then an alert over here on my key area as well. So new high, lower high creates a new lower low. Alert down here, and alert has hit for my key level. So I'm still watching price here, and yeah, let's see if price breaks this high. So price breaks that high, and at this point, my alert was set, and I was looking at this and I was like, I don't know if that's not that clean. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit more. In my mind, I was looking for a specific type of schematic to play out, which was kind of messing me up. But this one was just a little bit different because it was a descending wedge. As you can see down here, a beautiful descending wedge in a key area that I'm trying to buy at. And also RSI is showing us that price is diverging. We have lower lows here, but higher lows being created on the RSI. So there's basically like 3 types of confluences there. So offsetting my risk here from my key levels that I'm entering from, limits have been set because price has confirmed itself on the lower time frame. Supply has left the market here, tapped into my key area, descending wedge, breaks the channel, price showing divergence. It's go time, right? So let's see if price hits. Okay, one of them got stopped. Okay, creation of new high, supply has left the market. So one of the entries got stopped out, but the other one has entered. So at this point, I'm playing supply and demand, right? So I'm buying from demand and trying to sell into supply. So the next supply zone is this buy to sell action. But honestly, for a day trade, it's pretty far. In a day, it would have to move back 76 pips. Also note that right here, in the day itself, it almost moved 100 pips one way. I don't really see it retracing 100 pips back, or see at least 70 the same. But maybe as a swing target, a little bit more up there. But we could definitely take some partials on the way. Holding this the whole time is not the move. So one target could be here at the top of the wedge, just some liquidity there. Another target could be here at this little imbalance right there, and another target over here at this imbalance. So 3 targets. Let's see, first target is about an 8R. Second target's about almost 13, and then the third one is about 20, and then a final fill of the supply, 25, and maybe leaving like 5% of it running after that, in theory, but maybe closing about 50% at this, just since this news that came out probably fell hard for a reason, but really just playing price to come back to fill that at that point. So let's just play price. Sweet. Okay, so total target of the 1 to 20 would have hit probably 75% of the position closed at this point. There was a fill of this whole imbalance created from the news candle, so that's good. Not gonna have a perfect move, right? So yeah, holding this for the 1 to 20. Let's see how long that took from entry. Took about almost 5 hours. After the entry, I'm not really moving stops, moving targets. My targets are defined, and I'm just letting price do its thing at this point. And it makes sense right here, coming at the end of New York session where it sells off, kind of where profit taking usually happens during the day. But yeah, so honestly, I was kind of annoyed when I missed this play, because I was watching it the whole time, expecting a certain way of it playing out, but kind of just lessons learned right there. It's like, don't really expect anything from the market, just react to what it's doing and have that eye to catch it. There's a certain eye to see it, and a certain heart and courage to actually pull the trigger. So these moves that are like these 1 to 20s and high risk rewards, they're not waiting for anyone. So I got to be better at catching them on the dot when it does happen. There's so many confluences here. Coming into my demand zone, forming a wedge, showing it some divergence on the RSI. And at the time, I didn't even pull those tools out. I have those tools I got to use. Being patient the whole time to be able to catch a setup like this. That's really what I'm trying to, learn. Yeah, I know these are just back test videos right now. In theory, like, oh, 1 to 20, but like, these moves are possible when, if it's not even a matter of if, it's just a matter of when I have the courage to pull the trigger. I'm watching this the whole time and kind of like, nah, something a little more clean, but just training my eye every day more and more. But besides that, missed the entry, blah blah blah, whatever. Stop crying about it. Just more of a, reflecting on it, journaling it. Like, yo, what the heck happened? At the time, I didn't even draw the wedge. I didn't even pull out my RSI. Just being a little more active on the chart on it too, because I was looking at other pairs too. But my alerts are going off on this one. Thanks for joining today's video, everyone. Please like, subscribe if you want to keep up my journey. See you in the next video. Thank you.